Will I be the asshole if I ask my daughter to return her inheritance? Quick answer, yes. But how is your daughter already having an inheritance if you're still alive? I have 2 sons and 1 daughter. All of my children are college aged, which I guess between 18 and 28. My first son wanted to study medicine, and medicine is very expensive. After he finished high school, my husband got sick, and my firstborn daughter, Janine, I don't like Janine as a name, but that's fine, took over the business. She opted out not to go to university, but encouraged her brother to pursue medicine, and that she will work in the family business and pay his fees. Okay, very nice of her already. Her other brother also wants to pursue medicine, so Janine agreed to pay for them also. That must be a very good working business, first off, because like we're talking about huge fees to go to university in the US. And like I will guess that the place where it hurts is probably because Janine is going to be the only one owning the business when the guy dies. And they consider that this is enough to be considered the inheritance. That was 6 years ago, and all of her siblings are finished with their studies and doing internship. My husband's health has also improved, but my daughter still ran the business. My daughter decided to move to Canada since all of her siblings have become self-sufficient, and my husband and I have saved for retirement. That's very good. I was talking to my husband, and he was thinking about writing a will. It decided that from the sales of the business, Janine will receive 70% of the money and her sibling will share 30% left equally. That makes sense. She worked to make the company work for the last 6 years, and she used the company money to pay for both her brothers' formation. Like, that sounds fair. I don't know how much a company worth, but that sounds fair. Oh, thanks a lot for the lurk present. Very appreciated. And his reasoning was that the business paid for the medical school fees, and it is very expensive. Since Janine did not go to medical school and worked in the business, she should get all of the money. That's fair. He's like, she's the one that carried the family while my health was not giving me that opportunity. She deserved that. And the 2 other are going to be doctor, and they will not actually need to pay their university back, like their student loan. I'm not sure if like the mom understand how much they are ahead in life. I do agree that Janine put her life on hold for her sibling, but she is getting married to a very rich man who will take care of her. My sons, on the other hand, will need money to get married, and they all want to stay at home wives. Why? I can't seem to change my husband's opinion. I think that they should all share the money equally. Janine has a very strong business sense. She changed our company. It was making 1 million profit in a year, but when she took over, it started making 3. So like, she is the reason why the company is making 3 times as much as it used to be doing. Like, she's the reason why the company is worth that 70%. She should even have more than this to some point. Like, mathematically, let's say we keep what the father has made. Even if we give them 10% each for that 30% the father have made, it would give 10%, and 80 to Janine. She's the one that made it go to 3. Like, rich people money. Exactly, Cam. The money doctors making during their internship and residency is very low, and it's not very low. It's pretty decent. Like, you live well on that for someone that is not from the very rich. And residency is... You tried to explain this to my husband, but all he says is they should start eating ramen noodle. Ramen noodle? They are gonna be doctor. How the fudge is this like eating ramen noodle? I have decided to ask Janine to give her money to her brother after her dad transfers it. So will I be the asshole if I ask that of hers? Yes. Okay, like, Janine is the reason. It's very first world, okay? But Janine is the reason why the company is 300% as effective as it was when she took the lead of it. So Janine by herself has made 60%, 66% of the company profit. So one of the sons should get, like, if we split what the dad has done, it was 10 10 10 to cut it round, and the 60% extra is like Janine work. So she should get not 70, so she should get 80, and both of the boys 10. They didn't work for it, and they also got all their freaking university paid by Janine. I really don't get how this makes sense for that mom to be like, no, but this is not fair for our poor little boy that will end up being doctors and won't stay at home wife. What the fudge, lady? Ow. No, I have a very hard time believing that a woman that is earning $3 million a year has the time to come onto Am I the Asshole to show us the first world problem, the one person problem. I'm very confused. Like, how do you exist here? Okay, so you're the asshole. She already sent the rest of your kids to college for you. Now you want her to get less inheritance? At what point does she ever get a return on her hard work? But that's how women must be. They must sacrifice their happiness for the sake of men in the family. And yeah, okay, that's so sad. Her rich husband will provide for her. This is so sad. This is very sad. The boys won't stay at home. Listen, I love how they just take all those points. This thing is clearly that's a troll. I see Office does not exist. I see Office does not exist. Yeah, okay, she did take business class at community college. It's not being a doctor. Okay, that's not comparable. Never marry a colorist man. I'm very... So... I'm not sure if OP's real. But if OP's real, she's posting a lot in our Kenya. I'll doubt. Okay. In first world drama, they still get money out of the company. Yes. Also, like, they would still get 10%. 10% or 15% of 3 million. We are like, just if they get like what it's worth, not if they sell the company, because the company sells for more than what it gets as profit. If they just get 15% of the profit the company does, we are talking about 450K a year. Oh man, they will have to eat ramen, you know? Makes no sense. So yeah, it makes you want to get 3 full-time jobs at the same time just to make sure I don't remotely look like this. You couldn't remotely look like that. It's still almost 500,000. It's still almost 500,000. But maybe it's the money that is worth less than what we think, but I don't... It was not mentioned anywhere here. And she moved to Canada. So...